Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's live stream as we attempt to give you some edification of the Linux kind. How are you all doing? Hope you're all very well. Lovely to see you all. No, I don't want you to put that there. Put it there. Welcome, willkommen und everyone. I'm a little bit early starting actually, but nevertheless. Hey up, Nathan. Hey up, Jazz. How you diddly doing? Lovely to see you. Hi, Robbie. Lovely to see you all. Hope you're all safe and well. I'll really put that on the other side, I guess, so you could see a bit more of the screen. No, I don't want you to. That's it. You don't need to see broken Ebeez on the screen, I'm guessing. I don't know if I can see what that looks like. Let me go live. Mute it. There we go. Okay, there's quite a delay on the stream to YouTube. Well, oh, Chab. There we go. Queb. Hey up, Ben. Hey up, Johan. Lovely to see you all. Hope you're all safe and well. I hope that looks all right on your screen. If not, then let me know. We'll just give it another 5 minutes for people to get here, and then we'll begin with this evening's live stream. Hope you've all had a great week. Hope you're all safe and well. Hope you're all loving the pants out of whatever it is you're doing. I'm having a fantastic time on my sweet Linux Mint. Never thought I'd hear myself say that, just saying. But anyway, it's full of surprises. You're making a custom Gento ISO with cinnamon and calamaris. Good for you, Ben. I hope that goes well for you, my friend. So what you all been up to this week? Much? You enjoying the content? The gaming's well underway. Hey up, Charles. Nice to see you. You can see my main games, Farm Sim, American Truck. I'm very happy with the setup of both those games. Star Trek Timelines, I really enjoy that game. Basically because I don't have to do a lot. But that's running beautifully. SWOTY Guild Wars 2, Fallout 3. War is going to be a video-only series. And then I've got these other, if you like, favourite games across the top. Some that I'm trying to learn and get into. Hey up, Bexy, welcome. And some that I just really enjoy playing. Do forgive me laying on the bed. I am a lazy shite. Oh, about ripped my headphones out there. That weren't too clever, was it? Oh, so much nicer than sitting up unsupported. Just saying. Also, Steve, I'm going out to a pub tonight to sing Aerosmith's Sweet Emotion and Helter Skelter with an open mic jam group. Good for you, Ben. Well, good luck with that. I hope it's awesome. Prison Architect working okay on my laptop. I didn't know you were better off going for native Steam versus Flatpak every day of the week, Charles. Look, it's very much a personal thing, Charles, but personally I stay away from Flatpak, snaps, app images, because the idea in principle is a really good one. However, in the real world, I always find that repo software is much better than Flatpak, despite all the bells and whistles that it comes with. Yep, I'll leave in 5 hours and I might stream the gig. Good for you, Ben. Go for it. Hey up, Bexy. And my dad's going to record my performance. Good for you. Good for you. But that's just my personal opinion. That's born out of my own experience. every time I get excited about using a flat pack or an app image, you know, the app comes bristling with all the features, and then half the stuff don't work, or the audio don't work, or you know, and it's more trouble than it's bloody worth, to be honest with you. I didn't know the difference, but Flatpak wouldn't load properly. Yeah, I mean, a classic example is OBS Flatpak. It comes bristling with plugins. You fire it up, it loads up, and the audio don't work. Well, that was my experience anyway. So a fat lot of bloody good that is. Just saying. Yeah, I'll be uploading said video to your channel. Good for you, Ben. I'll check it out when it's up. No Flatpak snap or app image. Yeah, good for you, Johan. Sensible. I'm the same. I don't think I've got any Flatpaks on Linux Mint. I think it's all repo software. So anyway, we may as well begin. I hope you're all safe and well. So, title of tonight's stream is My Sweet Mint. As you know, my main daily driver operating system is MX Linux on the eWaste PC. This is the gaming PC that was Windows 11. And it's more or less double the hardware power of the MX Linux box. And I thought I'd have a go because me and Cinnamon have a checkered history. Cinnamon's never been really kind to me. And I've got to be honest, Linux Mint has blown me away. Very similar to MX Linux in that install it, set it up, install your software, leave it the hell alone. Just leave it alone. Now, the only thing that I did do different with Linux Mint is I installed the latest kernel. And it's been working amazingly. Whereas some games wouldn't run under the 5.15 kernel. Supported until the 5.15.106, which I've not installed. I actually went for the 6.5. It's currently 28, which is supported until August 2024. And I've found a lot of games run beautifully with the 6.5 kernel. Whereas if you got the 5.15 kernel, you hit snags and issues. So just a little bit of free information there for you. If you run in Linux and you've got older games that are giving you grief, try upgrading your Linux Mint's kernel to 6.5. It's a very easy thing to do. All you do is click on the kernel that you want to install and perform queued actions. It's as simple as that. And it will go ahead, install, reboot your system, and you should be using the newer kernel. And I think you'll find certainly with older games that you'll have a really, really good experience. Steve-O's Corner. G'day, Steve. New user to the channel. Really hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm doing very well. Thank you, Steve-O, and welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy the show and I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you enjoy the community. We've got a fabulous bunch of people. So one of those examples is Crusader Kings 2. On the 5.15 kernel, it's very sketchy. A lot of stuff tends not to work very well. But on the 6 kernel, wow. And it runs natively. So, yeah, you will get this error. Just left click wait. And it loads and runs fabulous. So, again, if you've got games which, no thank you. If you've got games which are being a little bit of a pain in the arse and you're on Linux Mint, then please try upgrading to the latest 6 kernel, and I think you'll find your games all thank you for it. Hey up, Vector, how you doing? Manic terminal command button smashing. Love it. Well, I mean, the thing is, that's one of the beauties of Linux Mint. It's all GUI, so you needn't even bother with the terminal. Oh, we'll see this week Neofetch. God, that's Bex's fault. Neofetch has been discontinued. Not Not really any big surprise, and there's plenty of other alternatives, so I don't really see what the big furore is. Everybody's like, oh my god, Neofetch, oh my god, Neofetch is we screen fetch. Same difference, isn't it? Just saying. I get to test your Kinaite laptop on campus network today. Good for you. Yes, it is your fault. You're the one that introduced the word fetch. Fast fetch is good. Yeah, that's another one. I mean, there's loads, so I don't see why there's a big furore. You know, everything has a shelf life. Every dog has its day. Stuff comes, stuff goes. No, screen fetch isn't showing all info like. Well, I'm sure they're all slightly different, Johan, but you know, I'm sure Amex logo, for instance. Well, yeah, I mean, really? Really? I don't think I've got screen fetching installed, I don't think. No. Let's do a sudo apt install screen fetch. As you can see, I'm not a keyboard warrior by any stretch of the imagination. Let's just try that again. But let's put this suggestion in. Let's try fast fetch. I don't know if that's in the repos. No, it's not. So if we do a screen fetch, did I spell it wrong? There we go. Just show the logo. Shows the logo just fine, Johan. What are you chuffing on about? All right, it's the older logo. It doesn't show the new logo. But it's all right. Oh! I mean, it was abandoned 3 years, kinda, mostly from what I understand. Neofetch exists in another repository, in another project, quasi-maintained. Oh, right. Okay, Vector, thank you. But not on MX. Well, I'm sure you can display the logo on MX with screen fetch. It's only a Lua command, isn't it? It's no biggie. My screen's not big enough because I've got a small screen, so I can read everything. And it's not going to allow me to grab that now. Oh, you bugger. There we go. So you can use screen fetch as opposed to Neofetch. That works fine. It's not as pretty as Neofetch, is it? But anyway, I'm sure there'll be a successor to Neofetch, or something new will come out in the not too distant future. I'll try it on MX myself, Johan, because I always use Neofetch on MX. So yes, I've been very, very impressed with the simplicity and the Windows-esqueness of Linux Mint. Never really understood why everybody and his wife raved about Linux Mint Cinnamon, because, as I say, me and Cinnamon have a very checkered history. But Cinnamon has actually been playing really, really nicely, and I've really, really been enjoying it. I've got to be honest. And I'm not missing Windows at all. So now I've got the MX Linux PC, I've got a Linux Mint PC, 100% Windows free. Very, very happy. And I can see PyFetch. Is that for the Raspberry Pi, Steve? Hey, built this PC and installed Linux Mint 21.3 on it and was playing Fallout 4 last night as smooth as butter. Yeah, absolutely, Stephen. Absolutely. I can attest to all the Fallouts running beautifully, including the gorgeous Fallout 76, the latest iteration. I think I've got it installed. Fallout 76. There we go. On all your Fallouts, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, even the older Fallouts, Fallout 1, Fallout 2, and Fallout Tactics, they run as well, just fine. The Cinnamon Weather applet is a must-have for me when I run Mint Cinnamon. Yeah, good for you, Vector. You spoil for Desolates, you really are. This is your 7th year using Linux. Good for you. Hey up, Jan. How you doing? Lovely to see you. And with only 8 gig of DDR4 RAM. Yeah, good for you, Stephen. Let me just move that over a bit. There we go. So yeah, I mean, Fallout 76 running like a god on Linux Mint. Beautiful. It probably looks a bit chaffy on your screens because I'm using StreamYard rather than OBS and being a bit of a lazy shite. And of course, playing an online game while I'm streaming, not the brightest button in the pack, am I? You know what I mean? Not the brightest bulb available, just saying. But anyway, yeah, I've tested them all and they run beautifully on both MX Linux and Linux Mint. So I never really understood why people raved about Linux Mint, but as I say, Cinnamon has been so kind to me. I kind of get it. It's a fabulous operating system, very Windows-esque. And if you install Wine and you want to download mod installers for games or whatever, then it's, again, a very simple Windows-esque experience. And you can't really go wrong. Hey up, Steve. How you diddly doing? Nice to see you. Jan, quite well. I still have a report due today, but other than that, everything is fine. That's good to hear, Jan. Good to hear, and welcome to the channel. This is probably not going to sign in because I'm live streaming. Oh, well, nice background music, if nothing else. Just saying. And of course, I've now moved that over there, so I can't access that. Oh, I can. And it's screencasting. No, it's taking control of the mouse. Oh dear, Ebeez, you queb. Oh well, thanks for thanks for watching. But how are you doing? I'm doing very, very well, thank you, Jan. I don't even know if I can select that. Hey, now I can. No, I bloody can't. I'm going to click wait. Yay, now it's released it. And it's closed. Thank God for that. But yes, all your Fallout should run beautifully, especially when you're not trying to live stream them. Just saying. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing very, very well. I'm walking a mile every day. I'm getting stronger and stronger. I feel more back to my old self. I'm loving the computing again because I don't feel that the effects of the stroke are holding me back from playing games. I'm loving the digital AI. I'm loving the trucking. I'm loving the farming. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? I feel really lucky and really blessed to have made a good recovery. I'm not fully recovered yet. I've still got a way to go, but I'm getting there. Hey up, Richard. Lovely to see you. We need you crankier than oh, I'm cranky. Don't worry about that. Isn't there a way to kill the task? I'm still from where. Yeah, there is. You can kill the task quite easily, but because the game physically grabbed the mouse pointer. I was struggling. I could have Control Alt T opened a terminal and killed it that way, but hey ho, it doesn't matter. It's gone now. Don't rush it, Steve. No, I'm not. I had the stroke in the middle of last August, and we're now in May. So it's coming up to the first anniversary. I'm out the danger zone, immediate danger zone of having another stroke, because that's 6 months which have passed. As I say, I'm walking every day, so I'm back at work, working. I'm loving my Linux, loving my gaming, and just having a great time. So, he has his moment. Thank you. Any game from GOG, good old game, seems to work well with Linux. Yeah, because it's almost GOG's games are almost like flat packs. They contain everything that's needed for the thing to function. So you can't go wrong with a lot of GOG games, especially with the older games. The GOG versions are better than the Steam version. Things like the original Fallout, that sort of stuff. Yep, absolutely, Bex. Yep, don't do that anymore. I do vape. I enjoy a vape now. But I haven't touched a cigarette since the day I had my stroke. So, and I've got no desires to have one neither. So it's good. It's all good. We're in a very lucky, blessed position, I'm guessing. It's nice to see you recovering. Surely, yeah, absolutely. I am recovering and I'm enjoying it, as weird as that might sound. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one, Jan, because a couple of people have posted on videos that have done over the last month or two. Oh yeah, but hang on, you're an old gamer and you're playing old games. Well, there's a really good reason for that. The reason for that is the older games for me are the best. I love them. The newer games just don't float me boat. And I've got plenty of newer games. I've got some bang crack up to date games. But they just don't. I've got all the Fallouts, and yet my favourite is Fallout 3. I love Men of War. I love Brothers in Arms. I love Company of Heroes. I'm trying to get into the strategy games, and the civilization games, and Age of Wonders, blah blah blah. But of course, because it's not my natural genre, it's very difficult as a new cold player to get the hang of them. So that's why at the minute I'm not doing any video content on them. At the minute, the only video content I'm doing is Farm Simulator and American Truck Simulator. Now, I do have Euro Truck Simulator 2, which we could add to the desktop as well. But again, I've got to set it all up. Now, I have been having an absolute blast setting up American Truck Simulator. I've got my verve back for it again, which is wonderful. And I hope you guys and girls have that sort of experience on your computer. I'm not in the business of trying to encourage or cajole anybody to dump Windows and move to Linux. But for the people that can, in May 2024, you're in a very strong position to stick the middle finger up to Windows. Thank you, Stephen. We just do not. Love it, Johan. Love it. Do you use MAME, Steve? I used MAME many years ago. I've used them all. DOSBox, MAME, all of them. The Atari emulators, even some of the Commodore Amiga emulators. Yeah, I've used them all. And they're fantastic. They really are. If that's your genre of game, again, you're in a really strong position on Linux. You can't really go wrong. After the whole Helldivers 2 disaster and MS shutting down really good studios. Retro games are all we're going to have left of any of our. Yeah, well, it makes you wonder. But Microsoft have a long history of doing this, Vector. I remember when, back in the day when I was an IT manager working in London, and we were looking for a replacement back-end system for a Unix system, and we wanted a bit of everything all thrown in. And there was one system that was head and shoulders above all the others, which was called Navision, and it was a Dutch company, and it was a great, great product. Microsoft bought it, merged it with their Great Plains software, and pretty much destroyed it overnight. And that's a non-gaming title that they've wrecked. So, you know, you don't. It is no shock or surprise. And when I say things to people like you've no idea what's coming down the line with Microsoft Windows, you know, they're, oh, shut up, you silly old git. The hell do you know? Well, you know, I spent 35 years as a Microsoft certified professional, so I've kind of got a bit of an idea what I'm talking about. I might not get it always crack on, but I've got a pretty good idea, and nobody will convince me otherwise that Windows will not go to a subscription model. Best of luck with that. Absolutely best of luck with it. You still play SimCity 2000 or Alpha Centauri if you've got a long train journey? Absolutely, Charles. And why not? Fill your boots. You're just satisfying your platformer addiction. Good for you, Jan. Again, fill your boot. It's an emulator for all games. Yep, absolutely, Steve-o. Hey up, tech guy. How you diddly doing? I agree. Games have gotten to be just... Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. They're just cash cows. It's like weird. I mean, I love my Star Wars: The Old Republic and Guild Wars 2. But, you know, I've got New World. I've got a lot of the new modern MMORPGs. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't get... Oh, what? The crap. They're terrible. You've got to have the attention span of a gnat to do something like New World, or, you know, I mean... But look, I am old, and that's an old man's perspective. You know, I mean, if you're a young person and you're into New World, then great. But I've not seen anything amazing from any game developer that's made me want to rush out and buy something. So much so that I'm now quite prepared to change a genre, i.e., go to the strategy RPG genre, and I'm buying up all these really old games, and they're fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, look, it's horses for courses, isn't it? I gave the middle finger in 2017. Good for you, Johan. Good for you. I'd like to run both Linux on a main station and Windows for administrative purposes, because knowing both are valuable for a career perspective. Yeah, absolutely, Jan. Absolutely. I did it the reverse way round. I did Microsoft Windows as a career and Linux as a hobby back in the day when Linux was really, it was basically Red Hat. Bit of Slackware with the fresh meat repos and you were done. And the only reason I got into Linux was because I used to admin a SCO Unix server. And I was looking for a Unix-like operating system that was free. Open Morrowind is on Linux, so I'm happy. Yeah, absolutely. Open Morrowind is fantastic. I've got that all installed, configured, and set up on the MX Linux. I've not done it yet on Linux Mint, but I will do. Open Morrowind is terrific. Absolutely terrific. You use Lutris and Heroic Launcher and Steam. Also works very well. Yeah, absolutely, Stephen. You can't go wrong. Use what works for you. I use Lutris for the original Guild Wars because it does a superb unattended job of installing it and setting it up. You only need to add space-image in the startup line of the shortcut once it's installed to bring all the files down. You're done. You can delete space-image. You're done. It's fantastic. So yeah, I totally agree with you. Brytech09 just called us Linux users trolls because we don't agree with the telemetry in Windows. Well, look, I love Bry from Brytech. He's a lovely guy. He's very knowledgeable, and I respect what he says. But I think the Windows community as a whole are starting to get nervous and be rattled because Linux usage on the desktop PC is starting to go through the roof. It's exploding. Be under no illusions. 2% is massive on a planetary global scale. 4% is just mind-numbing. And also, nobody really knows what Microsoft Windows is going to do. We know it's going to have Copilot. We know it's going to be a wash with AI. We know you're going to need a serious rig just to run the operating system. Now, hang on. We're in a time where people are struggling to make ends meet. And Microsoft are already turning around saying, well, this PC ain't no good. That PC ain't going to run Windows 11. This PC. So they're already dictating. And that's before they start bringing in. I just wonder how many people will ditch Windows and come over to Linux if they charge a monthly fee for it. I think that will be the final nail in the coffin. I think people will be like, oh, piss off. Or will it work the other way? Will it be hugely successful because people are already very comfortable and used to Netflix subscriptions, Amazon, Sky, and all that? Everything's subscription these days. So could it work in Microsoft's favor? Maybe I've got it completely wrong. Only time will tell, but it's very, very interesting. But I'm guessing that Bry is probably reflecting when he calls Linux users trolls. Just because something's included in something, if you don't like it, you don't have to accept it. In 2024, you have options. If you don't want telemetry, keyloggers, screenshotters, spyware, data harvesting, to name but a few just from Microsoft, then you can always come over to Linux. It must hurt the Windows fanboy / user a lot that operating systems like Linux Mint are now as good as they are, and they're not awash with all these things out the box. And you've only got to boot a Windows system up, a Windows 11 system, and boot a Linux Mint Cinnamon system up, same hardware, side by side, and the resource usage difference is staggering. It's absolutely staggering. We haven't even got to 24H2 release yet. You wait till 24H2 release hits and corporates find the PCs go to a blank black screen overnight. That's going to cause a shitstorm. Don't you worry about that. But anyway, I digress. So I love Brytech to bits. He's got a great channel, very knowledgeable guy. And I think that Bry is probably just reflecting the Windows community's nervousness and unease at the rise of Linux. Because let's be honest, every year for the past 15 years has been the year of Linux. And it's never happened yet. And now all of a sudden it's exploding. Because people are not as stupid as what everybody makes out. And as I say, for me, the crunch is not just going to be 24H2 when it shuts down a gazillion PCs on the planet because they ain't suitable for Windows 11 to run on them. The crunch will come if Microsoft go to a subscription model, because then you truly will see who's prepared to get their hand in the pocket and who's full of chaff. Just saying. Right, let me try and keep up with the chat. I don't want to get too far behind. Hey up, old Joe. Lovely to see ya. How you diddly doing, girl? Hope you're safe and well. Windows 12 will be pay to play, Steve. Yeah, I can believe it. Steve-o, I genuinely, personally believe they will go to a subscription model. I have no doubt. All my games work on Fedora KDE with no tinkering on Steam, and also you play with bottles. Yeah, good for you, Steve. And if it ain't broke, Steve, don't fix it. And you need Windows. Why? You know, the other thing with the Windows fanboys is they've always enjoyed a give on Adobe and Microsoft Office. Well, your ordinary home user don't use that shit anymore. So that's kind of removed as a reason not to, migrate over to Linux. Just saying. I hope you're safe and well, old Joe. Let us know in the chat what you're playing, girl. How's Dave? Say hi to Dave for me. Hope you're both safe and well. I haven't even watched anything related to New World because I just didn't care. Yeah, and it's not just New World, Jan. I mean, there's been a whole raft of releases that, they do not make me want to go away from any of the games you see above. None of them. So, I think myself, I think the MMORPG genre is absolutely smacked a brick wall. How many years has it been now since we've had any innovation in MMORPGs? A lot of games purport to be MMORPGs when actually they're massively multiplayer role-playing games. They're not even MMORPGs, are they? Let's be honest. And games like SWOTA and Guild Wars 2, you can complete 100% solo without interacting with anybody ever. So are they even MMORPGs? Difficult one. It's a difficult one. Steve, I'm old too, mate. I remember Brick Breaker on the Atari. I remember Pong. You should worry, Steve. I can remember Pong on a black and white screen with the little white paddles. Yeah, I miss you, old Joe, very much. We both do. I'm sure Bexy does. We'll have to get back onto Discord now. I'm getting better. It may be too late to revive it, Elge, but I'll be on there if you're about. Do check it regularly, and you'll bump into either me, Bex, or both of us. And we'll see if we can get that back up and running. Steve, too much drama nowadays in gaming. With will my system play the new game? Well, yeah, that's the other thing. You've got to spend 4, 5, 6 grand on a PC just to run it needs an RTX 4090 24 gig of VRAM. Feck off. Do one. I've got a bit of things to spend my money on than that. Hey up, Steve. How you diddly doing? Hey up, Dell. Lovely to see you, man. DC Discord. Yep. Call of Duty. Assassin's Creed. All work. Linux is great for gaming right now, and you love it. Yep, me too, Steve. I couldn't mirror your sentiments more if I wanted. I don't use Discord. No. The thing is, what you've all got to remember is what Johan does is he installs a Linux operating system on his PC and basically uses the web browser. And if that's your use case, Johan is in a very, very nice place indeed. He doesn't game, he doesn't use Discord, and that's absolutely fine. But Johan is in a real strong position, as are most ordinary users, is if all you do is use a web browser, do a bit of online shopping, social media, bit of YouTubing, Twitching, blah, blah, blah. You're in a really, really sweet spot right now. Jan, we also know that they will add a watermark to PCs that don't support their AI stuff, which I find dumb. The idea is, I guess, is to encourage you to upgrade your PC to support and remove the watermark. I think there's going to be a lot more dumber things than that, Jan, but I get where you're coming from, and I do agree with you. There will be ads in the start menu. There already is, Stephen. And worse than that, the ads are going to get fine-tuned and honed by AI. So you just ask Bexy. She's already suffering it and getting thoroughly pissed off with it. And she's running Windows 11. And it's pre-24H2. I think it's 23H2. Bexy's probably on. And that's already a thing. And it's only going to get worse. You're going to get bombarded as AI starts to learn what you like and what you do on your PC. It's just going to get worse. Steve, there will be, I've done that one, sorry. Monthly fee for using an OS is insane, completely insane, given how necessary personal computers are these days. Well, the thing is, Vector, I'd say the majority, the biggest personal computer market is the cell phone market. I think cell phones are the new PCs. It's only old fudgers like me that loves his desktop. Even laptop sales, I would imagine, are through the floor. Although Chromebooks continue to do well, and I think MacBooks are on the down. But I think the majority of people do stuff on the phones. I couldn't. I love my PC. But a lot of the younger generations don't even entertain a PC. It's where's my phone? So, sorry. So, La Arma Success. I avoid flat packs like the plague. I tried them out when they came out till I found out how much drive space they eat. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, bless you, Eljo. Good to see you, girl. Well, old Garth and hey, Eljo. Did I miss Garth? I haven't missed Garth. Oh, I have. Who said Windows? I've got the shivers. Can we get back to some sensibility, please? Guess who Brytek fell out? Oh, no. What have you done, Garth? Really? Are you the troll? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Well, the thing is, Garth, you're only telling it like it is. In your defence, just saying, and I've known you long enough to know that you're a top fella, so you've usually got a point. I want Linux to gain market share, but quietly. I don't want Microsoft and Apple to get ugly until it's too late, and we're already at 10%. Yeah, well, hey up, Dobry. How you diddly doing? Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you, Garth. Hope you're safe and well, my friend. Eljo, this is Ben. Just renamed your YouTube. Hey up, Dobry. How you diddly doing? Sell my 1600 AF, buying a Ryzen 5 7600 32 gig 6000 megahertz or 6 gigahertz or whatever it is. Good for you, Dobry. I'm keeping my 1600 AF, which is what you're looking at right here. Why? Because it blows all these games the hell out the water. I'm even on an RX 580 8GB, and that blows all of these games right out the water. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hey up, Jeff. How you diddly doing? Nice to see you, man. Hope you're safe and well. Much love to our brother there in the US. Loving the new Star Wars series, Jeff. Hope you keep that going, dude. Just saying. Broken Ebeez, not playing games at the minute. Busy with your business. Oh, good for you, Elge. What business have you got? Or should I not ask? Me too, I played Pong. He is, but we don't tell him. At Garth, he gets a big head. All women love a big head, Bexy, just saying. I have had snaps not work on Ubuntu. Yeah, absolutely, Jeff. 100% back you on that. Why should we leave games we like? Yeah, I totally agree, Jan. A lot of retro games are just amazing because they actually focus on the gameplay and not on some arbitrary battle pass crap or being a cinematic masterpiece. Yep, or being a cash cow shop. And they're also not pay to win. That's a great shout. And Space Invaders on the Atari 2600. Yeps, and Thunderbird. Old Cheese Bexy. Stephen Anderson, thumbs up. Old cheese. Well, it's cheese face, you know. I mean, the thing about Johan is he's got a head like a full Dutch Edam. You know, it's oval. It's not round. It's oval. Just saying. They push Edge down your throat. Yeah, they do, Eljo. And yet Edge is built and based off of Chrome. So surely Chrome is the web browser. I mean, I run Chrome. I only use Chrome for streaming and dodgy boxing, and it's fantastic. So why would I use Edge, Vivaldi, Brave? Because they're all built and based off of Chrome, isn't they? So just use what works. Never. Poor old Bob. You run a Ryzen 1800X and an RX 6600 on Mint 20.3. Works great. I play World of Warships, Timball mainly, Odd Time, City Skylines, Red Dead, Raft. It all works, yeah. Well, I've got an RX 580, and as you can see, I play both World of Warships and World of Tanks, and both run absolutely beautifully on 21.3, which is what I'm on. All of these game shortcuts that you can see on the desktop run absolutely beautiful. I know they're older games. They're not. Well, F1 2023 is not that old, as we're just in 2024. But the majority of the games that I play are older games. And they all run like a beast on this spec of PC. So I've got no rhyme or reason to run out and splash the cash on a new rig just because fucking Microsoft want to cram their shitty operating system with all sorts of bloatware and AI. Get stuffed. Not happening. So, yes, Armour 6, that's I totally 100% support your comment. Cheese makes you smart. You should try it, Ebeez. Really. So, where did it go wrong with you then, Johan? I've not lost my wit, Johan. Bear that in mind, big boy. There's a reason why I started to abandon COD, even though I only play zombies, because quite frankly, the changes in Cold War are annoying, but fine. However, the second we go to Vanguard, I'm done. Yeah, absolutely, Jan. Well, there's some great zombie games available if zombies is your thing. I mean, even Hearts of Iron 4, which is not my natural genre, I've downloaded and installed a zombie mod for that. And rather than me versus every other country, it's all the countries versus the zombie horde. You know, and there's things like the DayZ mod for Arma 2. There's DayZ. There's loads of different zombie games that you can immerse yourself in that are going to run like a mother trucker on this spec of PC. So if your spec of PC is better, it's going to run even better on your machine. So and I think a lot of people, even ordinary users, are wising up to Microsoft. And I think it's hurting them. Older games, not as good graphics, but twice as much fun. Yeah, totally agree with you, Jeff. Couldn't agree with you more. I found an alternative for that type of game that's called Scare Ritual. Good for you, Jan. Good for you. Hey up, Ghosty. Lovely to see you. Ob camp this year then, or what? we'll see. It depends on how well I'm recovering, Ghosty, and what's happening in real life. But yes, I'd like to go because I've never met Pseudo or Don, so I'd love to go up there and give them some real life shit. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I'll let you know nearer the time, Ghosty. But if we go, then if we don't go on the train, we'll probably go in the car. I'll give you a lift or something, mate. Absolutely, Jan. Fun is the whole point of enjoying a game. If you don't have fun and you don't enjoy it, what the hell are you doing it for? So, just made my jump to Linux full time on your 7900X and 1700X TX. I absolutely love how well started Microsoft Flight Sim run. Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm Iceland. Possibly not the best choice. But as you can see, the zombie horde on this, I think, is in Africa. There it is. So there's the zombie horde. And it's the world versus zombies. So even in a strategy game like Hearts of Iron 4, you can introduce the zombie element. And there's I've got so many awesome zombie games. No Room Left in Hell, and oh my god, the list is long and distinguished. You can just fill your boots. Well, my PC case decided to eat my power button. So I think about getting a new PC which holds for the next 10 years or so. Yeah, good for you, Jan. Good for you. Would be great, matey. Get the gang back together. We're happy to take the choo-choo. Love that trip. Yeah, well, that sounds like a plan, Ghosty. Sounds like a plan. We just need to finalise it nearer the time. Are you all sitting down? This is a bit of news. How do I put this to you all? I've stopped using Arch. Oh my god. Garth. Ghosty, is it April the 1st? Do we need to check? What on earth are you using now, Garth? Please don't say Fedora. Just saying. Because at this point, trying to get a case that still supports USB 2 gets more annoying over time. It does, Jan. It does. So you on Windows now? Oh, don't. Hey up, Nikolai. Lovely to see you. Welcome to the channel. Lots of zombies in Africa. Well, there are lots of zombies in the UK, Old. You don't have to go to Africa to see zombies. We've got a place in England. It's called Westminster. Don't get me started, girl. Don't get me started. Yeah, we're all doing brilliant. Thank you, Nikolai. How are you? Hey, up, tech guy. How you diddly doing? You come from a hardware background, so I'd probably just get a momentary push button switch. Love it. Love it. Garth, no, never. Nikolai Pavlov, I'm fine, thanks. Good. Well, it's lovely to see you all. And again, I mean this sincerely. A massive thank you for all your support on the channel and joining in the live streams. I absolutely love it. I really, really do. And I've always been blessed that I've always had this wonderful community of amazing people that have longevity. And it's lovely, you know, through thick and thin, they stick by you. You know, they come to your live streams, the chat Linux or chat Windows, the chat gaming. It's terrific. It's really, really good. You're on Nick's OS, Garth. Oh my god. I'm assuming you're not gaming then. I'm just saying. You see, that's MX is perfect. Yeah, absolutely, Johan. MX is still, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm loving the Linux Mint. Absolutely love it to bits. But for me, nothing touches MX. MX out of the box is the best value desktop Linux for anybody. I don't care. It's just amazing. Grateful for your recovery thus far. Oh, bless you, Eljo. Well, it's lovely to see you, Elj. Much, much love, girl. Tech guy, Dylan. Yeah, I went from Windows to Mint to Fedora to Arch. Well, I mean, the thing is, Tech guy, I've always been very blessed. I went from Windows to Peppermint, stayed on Peppermint for about 4 years, then went from Peppermint back to Windows, and then from Windows to MX Linux. I haven't distro hopped at all. I've been very blessed, and I must have been on YouTube 10 years, if not longer. So I've always been very resolute and stable. I've never been one of these distro hoppers that, changes their operating system with frightening regularity. Game recommendation, Steve. The Saboteur. Oh, that sounds awesome, Ghosty. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'll check that out. Thank you very much. Nick's is Wimpy's new toy, I understand. Oh, is that it? Is Garth having a bit of a bromance with Wimpy? Is that it? Would you recommend OpenSUSE? No, I wouldn't personally, but that's personally. OpenSUSE is a very, very good operating system. Very good. But personally, I wouldn't recommend it. What, Bex? What? What? Mint is just as good. It works. I just craved more nerdiness. Yeah, fair enough, Tech. You be as nerdy as you like and fill your boots. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Joe, that's it in a nutshell. I mean, system for life, game for life, everything for life. Well, what, Ghosty? I don't know. I don't know where you get. You all believe too much you see on the internet. Just saying. We all are, really. Yeah, absolutely, Ghosty. Absolutely, everybody is. Why? You tell me what kid that walks into a sweet shop full of jars of sweets don't want to try some of each. That's what Linux is to me. It's a sweetie shop. I won't touch Nick's with a 10-foot pole as long as I bloody live. Oh, fair enough, Ben. But a lot of people probably feel that way about Gen 2 or Linux from scratch. So, it's horses for courses. If Garth is having a bromance with Nick's OS, then good luck to him. Fill his boots. I don't have a problem at all. Game for life, OS for life. Absolutely, Bexy. So, I mean, I think the other thing that I always struggled to get my head around is something that I first heard from Don. And that is, no matter how great a time I'm having on MX Linux or Linux Mint or whatever, you use what works for you. I hate Fedora with a vengeance. Well, I don't hate Fedora. I hate Red Hat. And I hate their policies and everything else. But that's me. If you really love Fedora, use it. Use what works for you. Ignore silly old shitheads like me on the internet saying, oh, MX is great and Mint's great. If you use Arch, if you use Gen 2, if you use Linux from scratch, Fedora, OpenSUSE, Ubuntu, Debian, Arch, whatever you want, use what works for fecking you at the end of the day. My advice to you is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Leave it the hell alone and enjoy the pants out of it. Simple. You are not a kid broken, Ebeez. Well, in your head. Well, there's a little child inside the man. I'm sure that was in a song somewhere. Just saying. You like that one, Bex? Just saying. That's me mouse going mad. Because it's wireless and it's on the bed. And every time I move, it does its own thing. Young at heart for life. Yeah, absolutely, Aljo. Well, I'm not young in the skin anymore, girl. Just saying. Yeah, and that's fine, Ben. That's absolutely fine. But, somebody like Garth, he probably loves Nick's OS and absolutely detests Gen 2. Horses for courses. Different strokes for different folks. We all like different colours. And do you know what? That's absolutely fine in my book. Garth, look, Arch is a pile of shit. Look, I'm going to tell it like it is now. Any arsehole that uses Arch is not. Don't forget, Garth, right? It always used to make me laugh that Arch users look down on Ubuntu and Debian users, right? And yet Gen 2 users rip Arch users a fresh one. Linux from scratch users rip Gen 2 users a fresh one. And on and on and on it goes. At the end of the day, Garth, who gives a shit? At least you're not on Windows. So we can all be grateful for small mercies. OpenSUSE, yeah, OpenSUSE is a really good distro. I just wouldn't recommend it for people who are new over to Linux. Hey up, Sammy. Lovely to see you. I hope you and the family are safe and well. Welcome to the channel. Lovely to see you. Garth, we did. I was a system admin for 25 years, Steve, and a network engineer for 10. And I use Linux Mint. Wouldn't use anything else. Good for you, Steve. Well, that's good enough for me. I was a Microsoft certified professional ICT systems manager for 30 years. And a sysadmin, Microsoft Windows, all flavors, Microsoft SQL Server, and SCO Unix. So, yeah, I get where you're coming from. Hey up, AD, how you diddly doing? Yeah, chub. Did you see my reply to your question, ADs? I hope that sorted your mod folder out for you. Grand M, worst distro by... Well, I used to call it Windblows just to piss everybody off. And I still love that name. If I was Microsoft, I'd definitely change it from Windows to Windblows. Garth, 1 Arch, 2 everything else, 3 Fedora. Oh, really, Garth? I tell you what, honestly, and you wonder why Bride's got the right ump with you. I saw one, but did you do another? I call it Windblows. Yeah, me too. Hey up, Leviticus, how you diddly doing? Benner's Blockchart. Oh, Lev, I am sorry. I currently can't use Mint on my computers because both have new enough hardware to be glitchy on Debian based. Why you use Arch? Like, yeah, that's fine, tech guy. You use Arch. All well and good. Weather could be better, but not complaining any. Oh, good for you, Sammy. Well, lovely to see you, Sammy. Lovely to see all of you. Lovely to see Eljo. Yeah, I did the answer for you. Let me just go to, because I'm never going to find it if I go to comments. I should be able to find. Oh God, here we go. Content, comments. Let's go to comments. I did reply to you. I'm shocked at how many people are posting. There you go. Parts of now that I understand that it's could have, how did you get the theme for didn't no, not that one. This, yeah. Okay, well, I definitely replied. I'm not going insane in the membrane, am I? Hopefully not. There's the bell. It appeared down there. And I replied straight away. It was the same time as TGM. So it must be that video. Where's it gone? Have you deleted it? AD. It was in here with Robbie Nabist and TGM. If you'll come back and look at it when I get off work. Well, it's gone. Where's it gone? You must have deleted it. You must have done. 'Cause I've not. That's bizarre. Anyway, I did put the full path in, just to show you the correct path to your mod folder. is, there you go. So I'll do it manually. So you go to where your Steam library is, and then you go Steam apps. Don't go common, it's not in common. Go in compact data, and it was 22,380. And you want PFX, Drive C, users, Steam user, documents, and in there, oh, that's Fallout New Vegas. Hang on. That's the wrong one. What is it? It is. It is 27,0880. And I did post it for you. So if we just go back. So it's 27,0880. Yeah, there it is. So you go into PFX, Drive C, go into users, Steam user, go into documents, and American Truck Simulator. And in here is the mod folder where you need to put all your mods. All right, AD. Hopefully that answers your question for you. I have a framework, 13th gen laptop, blah, blah, blah. Neofetch say KDE seem to work best with it. Yeah, good for you, tech guy. Hey, Ragnar Robin, how you diddly doing? Hope you're doing well, you old chab. Have you tried Polygon? Yeah, many times. The game, it's free. It is. Cody, hey up, Lamer, how you diddly doing? Nice to see you. Sometimes YouTube will randomly flag comments and it'll be in Creator Studio on the video settings. I think if they haven't changed it. Ah, right. Screenshot all of the steps. Really? Really, big boy? Really? Oh my God. All you got to do is watch the video back later and it's all in there for you. But yeah, when I fix up old computers for friends and family, Linux Mint all day, every day, you can't go wrong with it. Hey up, Harmy. Lovely to see you, man. Oh, Harmy slipped in. Doing well, EB. How you doing, Queb? Yeah, I'm doing very well, yeah, chab. Lovely to see you. Actually, I can get rid of this now off the screen, can't I? So, yeah, the upshot is of Linux Mint. I've got no issues, and I've been really, really pleasantly surprised at how good Cinnamon has been to me on the gaming / video recording. I mean, I don't live stream like I used to. But in terms of the actual ability to play games and stream them or video record them, blah, 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 fantastic. My 10 cents worth is MX Linux is still my distro. But I see now the penny has dropped, light has dawned on Marblehead why so many people rave about Linux Mint. I get it. It is a really, really good distro. It's fabulous. Hey up, Craig. Oh boy, my undercover user picture's working. No one can tell I'm secret Microsoft spy. Yes, YouTube has some issues. Sometimes I have 155 subs and the next day I have 150. Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's YouTube, isn't it? My typing sucks as usual. That's fine, Johan. Put your cheese down while you're typing. Just saying. Doing well. Be heading to work in 5 minutes, but I'll be fine. Thank you. Will you have a safe shift, Cody, at work? Lovely to see you. Eljo, stop enjoying yourself so much, will you? All right, you Quebs, off to work. Have a safe shift, ADs. Look after yourself. I look forward to your next trucking video. Can't wait. Even if I get a new PC, Linux Mint is great and I'm staying on it. Yeah, absolutely. You can't go wrong. Calculate Linux just had a release. Yep, Calculate's a great distro. As supported by Adrien Linux Tricks, Mr. Nettoyer la Maison himself. Adrian have been working. Adrian have been absolutely. Mint is my top favourite for you who wants to switch to. Yeah, you can't go wrong, Cody. You really can't. Work a thing from the past for me. Yeah, well, we all know that, Johan. Don't revel in it. Have another bite on your Edam, for God's sake. Chab. Well, it's well over an hour. So that time has come. I've got some gaming to do, people. Just saying. I'd like to sincerely thank each and every one of you for joining. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've absolutely loved spending a bit of time with you all, chatting, having a giggle. Lovely. Lovely to see Johan, to see Eljo, Cody, all of you. Excuse me. I hope I've not missed anybody. Lev, lovely to see you, Lev. Lovely to see Garth. You all look after yourselves. Have a safe rest of the week. Enjoy your Nix OS. Enjoy your Gen 2. Enjoy whatever the hell it is you're using. Me, I'm on the Linux Mint and I'm going to enjoy the pants out of it. Thank you for your support. Please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, thumb the video up or down. Your choice. I don't mind. We're 1000% free here. And hopefully I'll see you for next Wednesday's live stream, where we'll have a new topic and a new subject to chew the cud over. And mightily chew the cud, we all will. Thanks, everybody. Much, much love. Stay safe. Lovely to see you. Please don't be strangers to the stream. It is important. Please don't be strangers to YouTube. Do pop in from time to time and say hi. And as I say, thank you so much, everybody, for spending your time. Why have I got two Ebeez there? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to end the live stream. Thank you all. Much love. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, everybody.